And now, it is another fan fiction reading. Today's episode, Hugging It Out with Another Man, the big finale. This is part 3 of a fan fiction. The first one was called Hugging It Out with Another Man. It was about Kane and Daniel Bryan. And that's about it. And then there was a sequel called Hugging It Out with Another Man, The Squeal. I believe that was a typo. It was about more or less the same. And now welcome to, as I said, Hugging It Out with Another Man, the big finale. Description. After there, he spelled I before E. It's one of those words where I before E doesn't happen. There, it's E-I. After their victory over the Rhodes Scholars, or as the WWE likes to call it, Team Rhodes Scholars, because they're absolute tits, Kane and Daniel Bryan go to their separate locker rooms, so they can pack up and go to the hotel. While Kane was packing, spoiler, 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 spoiler. Disclaimer, I do not own anyone from the WWE. Hi everyone, this is the threequel I decided to do on the hilarious tag team champions, Daniel Bryan and Kane. Sorry for the long wait, I had school which totally sucked. Nevertheless, this is the longest Hugging Out with Another Man series I have ever written. It is the only Hugging It Out with Another Man series you have written. It's just the third part. It was supposed to be shorter than I had originally planned it to be, but then I decided to not only add sex, but lots of humour in it as well. Anyways, enjoy. Yes! I did it! I beat Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow, Daniel Bryan chanted. No, I beat Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow, Kane countered back. No, you didn't. I was the one who defeated Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow, Daniel said, holding up his title. No, you didn't. I was the one who... You know what? Forget it, Kane said in annoyance as he walked away from his tag team partner. Ha ha! In your face, Kane! I won the argument! I won the argument! He chanted / bragged. Hey Kane, where you going? I'm going to my locker room. I'm posh now. I'm going to my locker room so I can pack up my things, and I advise you to do the same, goat face, the taller man replied once he turned around to face his partner. Don't call me a goat face, you big freak! He scowled in anger. Wow. Is that the best you can come up with, you bearded troll? The big red monster said sarcastically. At least I don't look like someone who's had their face slapped with a red fruit roll-up, Bryan countered back. I'm not listening to you, Kane said in a sing-song voice, while walking away to his locker room. Ha! I won again! Now that proves I'm the tag team champions! I'm the tag team champions! He repeatedly chanted while lifting his title and walking to his own locker room to also pack up his things. While Daniel Bryan changed out of his wrestling gear and packed up his thing, Kane was also packing up his things. Unlike Daniel, Kane didn't change out of his wrestling attire because he didn't felt like it. He was packing his belongings in silence, when all of a sudden, Matt Striker came through the door. Hi, Kane. Hi, Kane. He stuttered / greeted nervously. The big red monster just grunted his response as he intensely glared daggers at the former wrestler. What do you want? He sneered / asked darkly, making Striker tremble in fear. I just came here because I wanted an apology. An apology from you? He replied nervously. For what? For chokeslamming me on SmackDown, don't you remember? Oh yeah, I do remember that. But I also remember we had a match, so I had to chokeslam you so I could pick up the win, Kane stated honestly. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. He suddenly remembered as he scratched his head and thought, but, you know, since you put it that way, I guess I'll be leaving. Have a nice night. The former wrestler choked. The former wrestler was about to make his leave when Kane placed his hand on his shoulder. Matt slowly, yet hesitantly, turned around to face the big red monster. Take a little sip of Iron Brew. "I'm sorry for choke slamming you, Matt," was all he said before he gave the commenter a hug. Kane loves you, YouTube, and all your comments. Like this video, favourite, no, fuck off. It was a huge surprise to Matt, but he was glad that Kane was making progress with his therapy with Dr. Shelby. So as a result, he hugged him back. Kane pushed him away and resumed packing his things as if nothing happened. Speechless and also scared at the taller masked man, Matt muttered out a quick "My Kane" before he left to go to the hotel. After Matt Striker left, Kane suddenly remembered that he'd promised Daniel that he wasn't going to hug another man, never ever again. But he thought that hugging, one more man could affect their relationship. I mean, not only that, at least Kane didn't see him hug another man, so he was in the clear. Once all his things were packed, Kane walked out of his locker room and began searching for his tag team partner / lover. Maybe I should have, looked into the first two parts a bit more carefully. I have chips. I should have eaten these before. I hate cold chips. He knocked on the door to Daniel's locker room, but he noticed that no one would answer. He opened the door and the smaller man was nowhere to be found. He must have already left the hotel, he said to himself as he left out the empty room. A few 30 minutes later, it could have been an hour and a half. Yeah. I tried to sip my drink and I missed. Kane arrived at the hotel and signed in for his hotel key. He got on the elevator, got out. He probably pressed the button and went up between that, and went to his door. He used the key, unless he just likes walking in and out elevator doors. He used the key to open the door, but when he got inside, he was in for the shock for his life. The whole room was dimly lit with red and white candles on the table and nightstand. There was also a red trail of red rose petals scattered across the floor and the bed. What the hell? This can't be my room, Kane noted while he inspected the whole room. Oh yes! It is Kane, the mystery person said as he came out of the bathroom with a smug look on his face. Daniel? Did you do this? Nah. The Tooth Fairy did it. Of course I did it for you, Kane. I did this for you. I did it because remember what you said earlier? That I'm the tag team champions. No! You said that after our match with the Rhodes Scholars, we were going to finish what we started in the locker room. Hey. Brian reminded his partner / lover. I did say that, didn't I? Yes, you did. Now get over here and show me. He slowly and seductively crawled under his bed and spread his legs, making Kane's mouth watered a little and his dick slightly hard. Why they call you the big red monster. The taller man wasted no time as he pounced upon Daniel and planted a quick, hard, rough kiss on the lips. He then nibbled the small vegan's lips, demanding for an entrance. Daniel Ryan gladly obliged, and he opened his mouth, which caused Kane to quickly dart his tongue into his mouth and taste his sweet flavour. Broccoli. The smaller man wrapped his arms around Kane's neck to deepen the kiss, which caused him to elicit a moan. After a few minutes, the heated French kissing session, both men pulled away from some fresh air. Damned, Kane! I didn't know you can kiss like that, Daniel panted. Well, I did have some practice, he said cockily. With who? Brian asked with a raised eyebrow, as if he already knew the answer. But he wanted his lover to answer instead. You know damn well who, Daniel, Kane snapped, referring to AJ, Lita, Tori, Katie Vick. Who else is he? Eve. Probably Paul Bearer, fucking freak. And a few more women he had made out with. But anyways, enough talk. Let's fuck! And as he said that, Kane swiftly ripped off Daniel's red no shirt and blue jeans and tossed them onto the floor. When he took his partner's clothes, he realized that Brian was not wearing any underwear. I see you decided to go commando, huh? You questioned, what's with all this talk? What was with all this talk, really? I mean, if you want to have sex, just have sex. No one wants to chat that much. Yeah, because I thought we were going to fuck each other after the match of the Road Scholars. That's what we're going to do right now. No, you dumbass. I mean, I thought we were going to fool around immediately after a match in the dressing room. Daniel snapped, which made Kane slightly angry. So you're getting fed up with me, aren't you, Goatface? Fine, if that's going to be, you can forget again about screwing around. Kane, you little prissy bitch. You are... Wait, Kane. You know I didn't mean it like that, Daniel quickly said, trying to convince the big red monster to sleep with him. I was kidding. Kidding my ass. Well, actually, he wants you to kid his ass a bit. I should let you sleep on the couch with a boner, just to make you suffer, he sneered evilly. Oh, for God's sake. No, please, Kane, I'm sorry, alright? I shouldn't have snapped at you. It's just... I've been waiting so long to have this special moment with you, Kane. I want to share my body with you, just as much as you want to share your body with me. I love you, Kane. So please, can't we forget about what happened earlier, like 5 seconds ago, and continue making up this best section of... Daniel pleaded sincerely as he crawled over to Kane and hugged him from behind. Well, I guess if you are serious about your apology, then I accept it. But remember, I'm in charge and you're going to do what I say. You got that, bitch? Yes, Kane, everything you say, he exclaimed excitedly as he lay back on the bed, waiting for his lover's command. Now, usually Daniel Bryan wouldn't beg sex with Kane, but this is his first time, so it's not usually about anything right now. But since he was rock hard and ready for release, he could care less if Kane showed his dominance by spanking his little ass red. Which is something he secretly wants, of course. Now, Brian, since you've been a very naughty goat, I'm going to punish you in the worst way possible. I crawl over here and lay ass first on my lap. So he's going to lie facing upwards? Or is he... Fuck it. He's going to sit on his lap. Yeah, let's see. Daniel did as he was told, and laid on his lover's lap, bucked naked. He knew what was Kane going to do to him next, so he had a huge grin plastered on his face. But what he doesn't know is that Kane wasn't only planning on spanking him. Because to the big red monster, spanking is nothing. What he's going to do is fucking fist it. Are you ready, slut? Yes! He replied, no, this is a long fan fiction. I picked out a short one on purpose, but nope, it's fucking long. Good. He lowered his hand and hit Daniel Bryan's ass. The small vegan, he's not actually vegan in real life anymore. They're just keeping up the character for no good reason. God damn it. Who's been a... Small vegan yelped and moaned as Kane kept spanking his bottom until it turned red like Kane himself. Who has been a bad goat? He demanded. Ah, I've been a bad goat. That's right, Goatface. Giving Daniel one more hard slap on his ass. Daniel panted heavily and thought that his punishment was over with, till he lifted his head and he saw Kane grabbing one of the lit candles. Daniel's eyes bulged and fearingly gulped. I think regular monster wasn't. I'm in awe. Kane, what are you gonna do with that? With that candle? He willingly asked. Not, he wasn't forced into asking it. Please, learn your grammar. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm up against the screen. I'm a visual comedy. I'm great at physical comedy. Fucking. Fuck it. Be back in a second. So, I think the thing about this is, it's not a bad fan fiction. It's a simple sex fan fiction. I ate the chips because that was distracting me. It was distracting me. I was like, oh, I cooked these chips. I went out of my way to cook these. And now they're going cold, and it goes from one of the best foods in the world to the worst food in the world. That's what going cold does to chips. It's not a bad fan fiction. My chest is acting up, I have no idea what's going on. But, besides the few odd crap words, I'm spending a minute here sitting here talking about how it's not a bad fact fiction and I ate some chips. I should really get through this. I'm only halfway done and I just kept getting distracted halfway. So let's see. What are you going to do with this candle? He willingly asked. First of all, I didn't give you permission to speak, so don't talk unless I say so. And second, it's for me to know and you to find out. Kane said with a mischievous smile as he began to pouring. That's me, that's my IRL typo. He didn't say the pouring. As he began pouring a little candle wax on the small man's ass. Ah! Kane! That really hurts! Daniel yelled in complete pain. Of course it's gonna hurt, and didn't I tell you not to speak until I command you to? He sneered, snapped at his partner. Yes! You told me that, but how the hell am I gonna stay quiet if you're gonna pour hot wax on my arse, huh? Answer me this, Kane! Like this, was all Kane said as he quietly tied a little red ball gag in Daniel Bryan's mouth. Now shut up and take your punishment like a man. I mean, if you are a man, that is. Did they just have a kink drawer in the hotel? His chest's still being a bit weird. Just clearing up. The big red monster knew that Daniel was muttering curse words and cursing the hell out of him. It's the same thing. But he just ignored it and continued pouring more candle wax over his ass. Daniel Bryan screamed through the gag in his mouth. What was that? You want me to pour more wax on your arse? Kane taunted with an evil smile. No! 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 Daniel Bryan responded while furiously shaking his head back and forth. Oh, so you do want me to pour more wax on your sweet hot ass? Well, alright then, you asked for it, and he poured a large amount of wax on the bearded man's blistering, smoking buttocks, making him scream even louder. Inside the room, the smell of candle wax and burnt flesh was enough for Daniel to make his head spin. Jeez, I mean, I've heard of hot wax, but you're burning him. In fact, not only that, but the intense pain on his butt cheeks almost caused him to pass out on Kane's lap. The taller man noticed his partner fell limp on his lap and desired his goat-faced lover had enough of his punishment and set the candle back. Whoa, Daniel, don't pass out on me. He lifted him up so he can untie the ball gag. You're supposed to be the world's toughest vegan, remember? Once Kane took out the ball gag out of Brian's mouth, the bearded man took a huge deep breath. Damn it, Kane! You went too far! He yelled angrily while pointing a guilty finger at him. I don't know what you're talking about, Kane said sarcastically as he simply shrugged his shoulders. You fucking B-word. You poured hot candle wax on my ass. Ah, yeah, I did I? He chuckled with a smug grin. Yes, yes, you did. And now my ass hurts. Daniel Bryan complained and whined like a little child. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me make it feel better. Kane cooed as he softly massaged his lover's burn painfully sore rear, and he leant over to kiss both cheeks. There. Is that better? Yes, that feels much better. Daniel whimpered, puffing out his cheeks like a little child. Here, let me help you up. Kane lifted up Brian bridal style. Brian bridal style. Brian bridal style. Ah, you fucking tongue twister, and laid him belly first on the bed. Kane, what are you doing now? He asked curiously, as if he didn't trust him anymore. Kane opened the drawer and began searching for something. I'm looking for something that'll be useful tonight. I'm going to say you'll enjoy this, he answered, once he found a bottle of lube. Oh, are you going to whip me with a belt or something? Brian asked with sarcastic attitude. Not even bothering to turn around to see what his mask level was up to. I wish I could do that. I really do. But I decided to go easy on you tonight and get right to the good part. Kane said while lubing up two of his ungloved fingers. You still wearing the glove, Kane? After both fingers were covered in clear lube, not coloured lube, Kane placed Brian back in his lap, arse first, arse up even, pushed his fingers at his partner's entrance. Kane, what are you talking about? The small vegan suddenly yelled as he felt two slick fingers enter inside his butthole. Get your fingers out my arse! He began squirming Kane's lap. I will, but after I finish preparing you. Now hold still. Damn it! He snarled in frustration while sizzling his fingers. Stretching out Daniel's tiny hole. My hurts! He whined pathetically. Now giving up on trying to get the wet digits out of his personals. Jesus, Daniel Bryan, you asked for sex. He wanted Kane to go and dry. Like that. I know it does, okay, I know it does, Daniel. But trust me, Daniel. You're going to be glad I prepare you because what I'm about to shove up your tight little ass is way bigger than my two fingers, Kane stated suggestively, which made the small bearded man blush so hard his face turned bright red. I thought his face was red from the anger and pain and whatnot. Daniel Bryan said nothing else until as he let the taller man finger fucked his ass. The pain from the thick fingers quickly turned to pleasure as Kane hit his special spot, and he repeatedly moaned and grunt while he pushed back on Kane's fingers, desperately wanting him to get behind that spot. Yeah, Kane, right there, touch me right there. He heavily moaned in lust, which turned Kane on. Wait, you weren't turned on before, Kane, you bastard? That was just for fun. And his moans, grunts, and continued squirming on his lap was enough to make the big red monster even harder than before. In fact, he was getting so hard he was leaking pre-cum through his pants. Not wanting to come right now, Kane reluctantly pulled his fingers out of Brian's arse, making a whimper from the loss of pleasure he was getting from the large digits. Kane, what the hell? Why did you stop? The small man asked in a desperate and breathlessly voice. 'Cause I'm finished preparing you. He smiled to reply. He simply replied like it was the most obvious answer in the world. Now open your mouth and lick my fingers clean. Kane placed his juices-covered fingers. Juices? Butt juice. Butt juice. Yum. He immediately licked and sucked on the digits, making the masked man moan in lust. Kane had also had to hold back a chuckle when he felt his beard brushing on his fingers. Oh yeah, suck the fingers in your face! Suck the filthy little slut you are! All those fingers. Yeah, fingers. Once the fingers were clean, Kane pulled his fingers out of Daniel's mouth and inspected him. Not bad. Not bad at all, guilty. Kane removed his tongue cockney. Kane removed Brian from his lap, placed him on the bed. But enough foreplay. And 5 play. 6 play. We're gonna skip right to the sex play. Da 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 da. I wanna fuck you so hard you won't be able to walk for a whole week. Ugh, finally! So I was waiting for you all night to fuck me. Don't worry, Daniel, because you won't have to wait any longer, Kane stated as he undid his black wrestling pants, pulled out his rock-hard cock, and positioned him at the small false vegan's entrance. Are you ready, Brian? Hell yeah. Oh, he's not yesing. I'm ready. Now fuck me, damn it, he replied impatiently, as he wiggled his burnt reddened arse to the masked man. Ha ha. Alright, shorty. Sorry. At first, Daniel thought that was when the big red monster slid his cock behind it. Inside him it would hurt. But fortunately for him, it didn't hurt at all. Hey, it doesn't hurt like I thought it would. See, I told you it was necessary to prepare you first. Just shut up and move. Alright, bitch. Kane said, giving Daniel's ass a big hard slap. Ah! The burns. Ah! That hurt. But Daniel didn't mention anything. The big red monster went at a slow and steady pace, which made Daniel sexually impatient and mad as hell. Kane, could you please go faster? Kane simply responded by pounding into Daniel's arsehole fast and hard, making the smaller man grab the fistful of bedsheets. Oh, that's it, Kane. Fuck me. Fuck me right there and don't stop, he moaned out. The taller man gladly obliged, and his thrust became even faster and harder than before. Damn, you're still tight on my dick and I love it. I hope he didn't loosen up in a few secs. All Daniel Bryan could do was moan, grunt and groan as his response... Oh, fucking... I just had a fucking mind blank. Ah, fuck, Kane, yes! 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 He yelled out in ecstasy. Sensing that his little tag team partner's cock was weeping for attention, Kane leaned over and began jerking him off with his ungloved hand. Just that leather hand's doing nothing there. Oh fuck, that feels so good. The bearded man moaned. You like that, don't you, bitch? Kane taunted sexily. Yes! Oh fuck, yes, Kane! I love it! KKK, keep going. Please, fucking Daniel Bryan, you leave Kofi and R-Truth alone. Daniel begged like a cheap whore. Not the expensive whore. They don't beg. The whole hotel room was filled with the sounds of flesh slapping against flesh, moans, grunts, and groans. Poor fucking primetime players living next door, they're all like, move, get it, move, get it. What's that noise? Ain't nobody got time for that! Anyway. Ah, shit. Daniel, I'm so close. I think I'm going to come. He warned his lover. Me, too, Kane. I'm almost there. Bryan groaned, feeling his cock twitching inside Kane's hands. Seemingly he's about to burst. Yes! 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 After a few more strokes, Daniel lost control of himself and released all over Kane's hand, was stripped under covers, not too far behind. The big red monster growled lowly into his throat as he thrust into Daniel Bryan a few more times until he released his seed, just the one apple seed, inside him. Whilst both men once both men got back down from their intense organisms, Kane pulled out Daniel. He pulled Daniel out. Pulled up his pants, laid on the flat on the bed. Daniel limped. He fell limped. It's not always me just making these fucking cock-ups with my mouth. It's bad spelling. And Kane pulled him to tight hug. So how was it, Daniel? He asked breathlessly. It was amazing. He panted tightly as he gazed into his lover's eyes. But I have a question. What's that? Why the hell am I naked and you're fully clothed? 'Cause yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, because in order to see me naked, you have to earn it. Kane thought up out of the blue. What? Seriously? Sigh. I know it's too late, but how do I earn it? Kane's cocky smirk grew bigger as he came up with an obvious answer that would piss off his vegan lover. Admit that I'm the tag team champions. What? Hell no! I am not going to say that. You can just forget it, Kane. Oh, so you're not going to say it? No! Well, Kevin, it means you'll never get to see my bare muscular flesh. Kane taunted in a seductively way as he flexed his bulk muscles for Daniel to see and admire. Well, let's face it, we all saw Kane's topless back in the day, and he's not muscly anymore, is he? Now, deep down inside, Daniel Bryan would never admit to Kane that he was really the tag team champions, because it would destroy his ego as the world's toughest vegan. But on the other hand, he desperately wanted to see Kane naked. And tonight he denied him of that. So even though Daniel Bryan didn't want to say it, he basically had no choice. And besides, if he did say it, he won't actually mean it, you know. He'll just say it so he can see and fondle Kane's naked body. Damn it. Alright. I admit. Bryan sighed in defeat. You admit what? What do you admit? Daniel Bryan, mate? What do you admit? What do you admit, Daniel Bryan? I admit that you are the true tag team champions. Daniel scoffed with a bit of sarcasm, even though his masked lover didn't know it. You're damn right I am. But for a good reason. I don't believe you, because I know how you are, you convincing little troll. So I want you to write it, no, better yet, I want you to write it on your Twitter account and post a message telling the whole world that you, Daniel Bryan, admit that I'm the tag team champions. What? I have to do that? Nah, Kane. You're taking it too far. Daniel snapped angrily, because his plan of pretending to say that Kane was a true tag team champion backfired on him. No, I don't think I'm taking this too far. Now do it. And remember, I'm watching you. I missed the part. He took out Daniel Bryan's mobile phone and gave it to him. Then said, now do it. And remember, I'm watching you. Daniel gave Kane a vicious death glare before he went on his Twitter account, posted up the humiliating message. He logged out and placed his cell phone on the dresser. Why bother logging out? I mean, fucking hell. You have to when you type your password in every time. There is done. You happy now, you bastard? The vegan wrestler snarled. His face is red as a tomato. Oh, we're almost done, guys. We're almost done. Where did I just put this? Yes, yes I am, you hairy-faced globbin. 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 Are you meant to say goblin? Because the L's miles away. Globbin. Yes, yes I am, you hairy-faced globbin. Kane insulted with a big smile across along with a hearty ha-ha. Kane noticed that Daniel was still pissed off at him. The big red monster finally got off the bed, took off all his clothing and wrestling boots. He should have left the boots on. He then climbed into bed with all his fuming lover and wrapped his arms around his petite waist, finally revealing the bare flesh of his tall, masked lover. He didn't take his mask off. Kane, you're naked! He exclaimed in surprise. Yeah, Bryan. Since you posted up that embarrassing message, I thought I'd return the favour and let you see me naked. You know, like the deal was in the first place, Kane. Now you can, which was quickly cut off when Daniel placed a harsh, needy kiss on the lips. He then began to lick Kane's pecs down to his belly button. Oh, Kane, I've been waiting to do this for a long time. He said breathlessly as he went to lower down to his partner's now hardened dick, and placed inside mouth in it. I don't like this fan fiction. I'm gonna post this. You're gonna look at this and just listen to me. You're gonna just be like, fucking hell, what's he doing? Oh fuck, Daniel, suck harder. Oh fuck. He grunted and moaned, while grabbing a large fistful of Daniel's hair so he can go deeper. Then tried to fit all of Kane's length inside his mouth, but Kane was way too big for his tiny mouth. So instead, Kane decided to fondle his tag team partner's balls to increase the pleasure. Never forget the balls, I guess. Fuck, this feels so fucking good, Daniel, he moaned, or lightly thrust inside his partner's mouth, which almost made him gag. He steadied his gag reflexes and continued suckling and licking on the big red monster's cock where he massaged the balls. He felt Kane's member twitch, and he furiously sucked harder on the tip, causing Kane to go over the edge with lust. I don't know what Edge is doing there. That was funny. No. Daniel, he growled while releasing his load inside the smaller man's mouth. Kane swallowed all the salty semen, pulled Kane's now limp member out of his mouth, and wiped the remaining droplets off his lips and beard. That's going to take it's going to be a lot more than that, sir. You can't just wipe that off your beard. Being very exhausted, Kane laid back on the bed and pulled his lover into another tight embrace. Damn, Daniel, I didn't know you could do that. Well, that's what you get for denying me of sex. Maybe we should have sex more often. No, if he's going to do that, if you don't deny him, deny him more. Maybe we should do that, Daniel agreed, snuggling closer to lay his head on Kane's chest. But right now, I think I'm going to get some rest, because we got to do some show for Raw tomorrow, for all that. Fucking doing a lot of shows, aren't you? What was the Sunday Night Heat you just did? Sounds good to me, because I'm tired, the big rod monster said, pulling up the blankets to cover himself and his tag team partner. Daniel Bryan was about to go to Dreamland until he had something very important to say to his lover. Kane? Yeah? I'm the tag team no. I love you, you big ass freak. I love you too, you big hairy ass goat. So both then smiled at each other and they gave each other one last kiss before they went to sleep happily in one another warm and caring embrace. Author's note. So what do you all think? A/N, which means author note. I accept any kind of review, whether it's anonymous or logged in. You don't even have to log in if you don't want to, because I just said anonymous, so I didn't need to add this part. It basically makes reviewing much easier. And remember, the more you loyal readers review, the happier I get. Oh shit. Oh shit, I just... No. 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 No!